lovely winter's day. The sun was out, but at least it's dry, and that means that we can take out this Porsche 911 992 Turbo S. This is Sander's car, and Sander asked us if we wanted to drive his tuned Porsche 911 Turbo S. Well, of course we do. We love this car. We love the Turbo S. The 992 is an absolute beast of a car. It is crazy 650 horsepower stock, but just the way it deploys that 650 horsepower is pretty damn incredible. So today I'm going to show you around it. We'll take a look at the spec, and then we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for Autobahn Blast. So we'll do a quick walk around because we've covered the Turbo S quite often in the past. So if you want to check out, the full Turbo S 992 video, you can click in the top right corner. That is just the standard car. This is a tuned version in this Nardo Grey. Really cool spec. And you can see that I've got the aero deployed. So this is active aero. This splitter is basically inflated or deployed. I think it's inflated actually. Yeah, I can feel some sort of soft air tunnel here. So that is inflated for more downforce, and you can also see beautiful headlights as well in the black version, the black surround. And we've got these really nice wheels, center locks, of course. These are 20-inch at the front, 21-inch at the rear. This is a 255 front tire and a Goodyear Eagle F1. Behind that, the carbon ceramic brakes, of course. Really good. We've got adaptive dampers as well. Carbon mirrors here, little side skirt, and then at the rear, 21-inch, as I said. And this is a 315. And I love the convertible. I don't think it's the most handsome convertible, the most pretty convertible ever made, but it has sort of this beastly rear end. There's a lot going on. It has this hunchback right here, and it just looks very purposeful. It looks very, it looks fast and powerful. Also have the rear spoiler deployed, as you can see, or extended, with a little bit more surface than before with a 991.2, and it also functions as an air brake. Dual exhaust, big oval pipes for the sports exhaust, and this car has had a little tune by JD Engineering, which means that it now has, I can't show you the engine really, but I can show you, let's close that up. So the engine is underneath. You have to trust me on that. 3.8 liter twin turbo variable geometry turbos. Turbine wheels are a bit bigger than before, 650 horsepower, but this has had a tune. As I said, it's got IPE 200 cell downpipes, and it's got a tune, 798 horsepower, and something like 925 newton meters of torque. So very powerful. It is already insanely quick. A standard Turbo S is a weapon. So to have this tuned version, it's going to be fun. Let's get in, and we'll get it going immediately because I need all the heating I can get. It is quite cold. Start it up, and immediately you've got a lot more sound. So if I put it in sport, I think this is the loudest Turbo S we've ever done. Now I am going to close the windows because of the wind noise, of course. And we have this wind deflector up here, which is also nice. So interior, yeah, just great interior. Seating position is also, steering wheel's great. We've got the regular key ignition thing, and we've got the analog rev counter, which is just great. And you also don't have all that new regulation that you get 1,000 beeps when you drive off, and you need to turn off five systems because they keep beeping at you. This is like the older version, which is great. PSM in sport, let's go for that one. We've got the car in sport, which means that you get some burbles, which is great. And then let's head out. I think, yeah, that covers most of it. So get the heated steering wheel on as well. I've got my seats. It's a nice winter convertible because everything gets nice and hot, and wind noise is also okay when you have the wind deflector up. Alright, so horses are not here today, I think. Oh, that's very loud, especially those crackles. Woo. Now, the cool thing about this car is that it has so much power that you're actually starting to challenge the chassis of this car and the four-wheel drive. So the four-wheel drive setup is rear-wheel biased on the standard car as well. So you can do quite big slides with the standard car already, but with this extra power, it feels like you're actually challenging, the capabilities of the car, and you're getting closer to the limits, which is great. Also, it definitely sounds a lot better. It sounds deeper. I feel like you have more of an engine note with these downpipes. You can actually hear that six-cylinder. If you don't want these crackles, just put it in Sport Plus. But I did want to let you guys hear this. This is quite loud. It does give an idea of how loud it actually is. So, launch control, foot on the brake, full throttle, Sport Plus. So handling-wise, yeah, the 992 Turbo and Turbo S, they didn't always used to be like the most challenging or the most convincing handling-wise. They used to be quite sketchy, of course, back in the day. But with the 991 and definitely the 992, handling is so good. It's so sharp. You just point and shoot. That's basically it. Compared to the regular Carrera and the Carrera S, you also have upgraded suspension setups and brakes, of course. And the engine is loosely based on the unit in the Carrera. Oh. But, it is so much more advanced than that. And with this relatively simple modification, just downpipes and a tune, turns this car into an absolute beast. So let's close the roof for the Autobahn. Oh. The power is it's always there. And it's very easy to access it. Anyone can drive this car fast. Well, not this car, like a regular Turbo S, anyone can drive it fast. This, with this additional power, is a bit more tricky, but still, it's pretty doable. That's an aggressive shift. So let's go to of this car. It's just been engineered to do high speed everywhere, any weather, anytime, with any driver. And I think there aren't really any cars that can come close to a Turbo S in that respect, because if I just put my foot down, I'm in sport mode right now because of the aero, so the wing drops down, which is a bit better for the Autobahn. But if you put your foot down, even at these higher speeds, like 200 plus, it goes. It is so quick. Oh, jeez. So 100 to 200, we did 5.39, which is also very quick. And 0 to 100 stock is 2.7. I think Sander, the owner, did 2.5. But yeah, you should be able to do it quicker than that, even when it's completely dry, because it's slightly damp now. And I think ideal conditions, you should be able to do 2.4 maybe. Alright, little space, I think, depending on the speed of this Mazda. Whatever that is. Looks like a Mazda, yeah it is. Oh, look at how quickly you just reel him in. That is insane. Insane. The way this thing just keeps pulling. It's relentless. Those brakes are so good. They have so much, there's so much beef there, it's just, you never need to worry about that. You hit it and then you're like, oh, I need a little bit more, but there's so much reserve. Wow. What a good car. Oh my god. It is. I know that the Turbo S gets the rep of being a little bit boring or too boring compared to other supercars, and I guess that is a little bit less drama, but just the sheer like point-to-point pace that this car offers, and the ease with which this delivers that performance time after time is very impressive. And with this, relatively easy build, again, it's not that complicated, and the car just seems totally fine taking this beating. Now as I said in the beginning, it feels good that it has enough power to kind of challenge the chassis a little bit more and the four-wheel drive system, and just play around with it a little bit more, but still with like almost 800 horsepower. It's so easy for this car to deliver this, to put it on the ground and to just shoot into the distance. That's crazy. I do think it has quite a big impact on fuel economy. I don't think it's very fuel efficient to begin with, but with this tune, I think I have like, what is that, a third of a tank left? 68 kilometers. That's pretty crazy. Oh, look at the way it just picks up speed. That's crazy. I don't think I know any other car. I mean, maybe the new Ferrari 296 GTB, something like that. But especially with this tune, it's very hard to find a comparison of a car that accumulates speed as easily as this. It just keeps going as well. It doesn't seem to let off. Oh, it's getting busy. What's going on? It's not that late. People, go back to work. It's 3 o'clock. You should be at work. I'm at work. I mean, obviously. Oh. Porsches are just so good. The communication from the front wheels to the steering wheel and the rear wheels to your butt is so good. You can just feel everything happening on both sides. Alright, so last try on this side, and then I think we'll have to fuel up. This is 300 is nothing for this car. It's crazy. What are they going to do with the 992.2 Turbo S? I mean, that new GTS is already so quick. Alright, last pull. I don't think we'll get any more space than we've already had. It's getting busy. Apparently, it's go home early from work day today. So that's it. Sander, thank you so much for taking your beast of a 992 Turbo S to us. Loved driving it. It runs beautifully and it sounds good. It's so quick. I love it. Thank you so much. Have fun with it. Enjoy it. Thanks for coming. To you guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it as well. You can subscribe by clicking the big